Developing this morning, Democrats in the House ramping up pressure on the Senate to act on that gun reform we've been talking about.
More than 200 lawmakers are signing a letter to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, urging him to call votes on two House-passed bills that would strengthen background checks for gun purchases. Well, joining me now is Texas Representative Marc Veasey. Marc, thank you for being here.
Good morning.
So, Congressman, you joined your colleagues in making this call to the Senate. How do you think that these bills would help prevent gun violence like the ones that we've had in the last week?
These bills would help a lot. I mean, first of all, they would enhance background checks to make it to where people couldn't go around the system to be able to purchase guns. Like, for instance, private gun sales, gun shows. They would, in order to be able to purchase weapons through those particular platforms, they would have to go through someone that has a federally licensed firearm, a federal firearms license, and that would help out a lot. And then the Charleston loophole, that's the enhanced background check, the other bill that we've already passed, we've sent to the Senate, and it would stop what happened in Charleston, South Carolina, where that particular killer was able to purchase guns just because of a glitch in the system. And we've sent these to Mitch McConnell. We've sent them to the Senate on the Republican side. They need to take action on these now. It's not going to be perfect. I don't think that you can craft any perfect bill, but we've just seen too many instances where people are able to go and purchase handguns legally and then be able to commit mass atrocities, and that has to stop.
The president, Congressman, also tweeting on Friday, serious discussions are taking place between House and Senate leadership on meaningful background checks. Have you been privy to this at all? What can you tell us? And on the Mitch McConnell point, how likely is it that something will actually move forward here?
Well, you know, I think that if Mitch McConnell wants to show the American public right now at a time where they really need to see his leadership the most, that he's serious about this, that he would bring the Senate back now to pass the two pieces of legislation that we talked about earlier. He says we need to have a conversation about guns, but I would say that we need to have more than a conversation. We've been talking a long time now. We need action. We need to be serious about this. If you look at the polling out there, even Republicans support measures such as restricting assault-style weapon purchases.
Right.
Even Republicans overwhelmingly support background checks along with Democrats and independents. And he needs to look at these numbers and he needs to get moving.
But are House and Senate leadership actually talking to each other to actually do something here?
I do believe that House and Senate leadership are talking. But again, it's one thing to talk. We need action. This is very, very serious. This could happen again at any time. I think with these mass shootings in particular, I think that they shake the psyche of the American public in ways that other killings don't, because people need to feel like that their personal safety is well enough to where they can go out and go shopping and buy some groceries. And if you can't do that, it's going to have effects on our economy and just the way we interact with each other that will negatively impact our country.
Congressman, what do you make of the president's performance as he was there in your state this past Wednesday, visiting the hospital and the subsequent campaign-style video and the thumbs-up photos that have come out?
I was sickened when I saw the thumbs-up photo. It's like he absolutely just does not live in the reality that the rest of us live in. The president needs to start listening to people outside of the people that cheer him on at these rallies. He needs to listen to people that have been affected by tragedies that have happened in our country, whether it's shootings, whether it's people that have lost everything in hurricanes. He really just needs to be more conscious about.
You live there in the state where 22 people died a week ago, and the accused shooters from your area. Do you think the president had the tone right this past week?
No, I don't think that I don't think that he set the tone right at all. It took him so long to even respond initially to the shootings. I don't know what he was waiting for. And then, of course, the leaders there told him that it was not a good idea for him to visit El Paso, and he came anyway and gave a thumbs-up picture. So, no, I don't think that he set the right tone at all. Again, he needs to start listening to people outside of the people that he gets pumped up at these rallies. I know that there are people inside of the White House that would like for him to change his tone. Of course, there are of us on the Democratic side that would like for him to change his tone, but I think more importantly, the American public has had it. They want to see a real president and not someone who is just so out of touch with reality that they think they're starring in their own TV show.
All right, Congressman, thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.